Okay, so I haven't done one of these in a while, and I am having a hard time remembering how to voice Roman, and every time I do it, it, turns Australian for some reason. So I'm just gonna roll with it, because I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So if it sounds weird, that's kinda on me. But I hope you guys like this one. I put some more effort into it, and yeah, hope you like it. I'm so excited today. It, of course, is my favorite day of the year. Valentine's Day! Oh, right. Sorry for coming out of nowhere. Where are my manners? My name is Roman Prince. I'm 24. Ever since I finished college, I've been living with my true love, someone I met on our first day of school. Since then, he has been the center of my world. His name is Virgil Storm, and he is the moon to my sun. We've spent so many lovely nights together, and I know no one can tear us apart. I already put together an exquisite date for later, only the best for me and more. I walked to his favorite coffee shop, buying one for him and myself before sitting in a booth with a clear view of the doors, awaiting his arrival. He always comes here every Thursday without fail, and I always make sure to have a ready and paid-for coffee ready for him to start his day. I love watching his face, as the fact someone already had one made the exact way he likes it surprises him every morning without fail. He's so beautiful with that small smile he gets when he picks it up. Last week he thanked me in the cutest way, giving a nod and my favorite shy smile. Right on schedule, he walks through the doors, clearly a bit more dressed up for the occasion. His dark purple dress sweater and strong black boots that caught the glint of the snow just the right way gave an enchanting atmosphere around him, and I couldn't help but sigh lovingly. It was clear he was prepared for the glorious date I always planned for this special day together. Virgil makes his way to the counter, only to be given his ready and reserved coffee, exchanging a few words with the barista. He smiles and thanks them before leaving, to his work as a tailor, I presume. Makes me feel absolutely bubbly to know I once again gave him a happy start to his day. Putting a grin on his usually gloomy face has become a passion of mine, and new ways I can make him happy are constantly passing through my mind. A flower and candy shop are common places for me to be, carefully choosing the most beautiful flowers and tasty chocolates for my Virgil. It is my favorite way to spend my time, aside from seeing his reaction when he opens the frequent gifts I bring to our apartment myself. Well, it's technically his apartment, only his name is on it, but I've lived there so long, mine may as well be too. The only time I've ever so far away from him is when I have to go to my own job. It's miserable. I work at a theater, the very study of my degree, yes, but miserable as I have to focus on something other than me and more. While I'm there, I've gotten quite good at acting, invested in what we were doing, whether it be conversation or running lines. I need my job, after all. I mean, how else would I be able to buy Virgil all his gifts? I wouldn't want him to worry about me if the presents stopped coming. That would make him anxious, and he already is enough. It's preferable over some office job, too, and I make sure to suck it up for my love. Anyway, it's about time I get to work as well, and I'll be sure to brag about the romantic night I have planned. It will definitely be the only thing on my mind until then, and as soon as I'm let out, I will make sure everything is perfect. I, of course, left him a note, and he will find it after returning home from his own job, which will give me more than enough time. Can I trust you with a little secret? Tonight is the night I finally plan to propose. I figure it was appropriate after being together for over 6.5 years. I smile as I walk into the warm building, fantasizing about how Virgil will cry tears of joy and jump into my arms after the surprise. It's currently around 7:30, and he should have been here by now. I expected him over an hour ago. I checked the time again, but not knowing how many so far, as I sit nervously. Was he ignoring me? I shook my head at the thought. There is no way that was the case. What if something happened? The thought of an accident had me on my feet. Suddenly, the well-being of Mia Moore was more important than any carefully planned picnic. I hurried back to our apartment to see if he was home and make sure he was safe. If he isn't, I swear I'll be the one having a panic attack. You won't believe how many times I've had to watch helplessly as Virgil as one of his attacks. As I make my way home, I see Virgil talking and laughing with one of his friends, Logan. I'm a little hurt that he was talking to a friend over spending the night with me on Valentine's Day, but my relief is much greater. After all, maybe he'd lost track of the time or could have not seen the note. I would easily forgive him, of course, just thankful he was safe. From where I'm standing, I can't hear the two men's conversation, but from their expressions, it's clearly lighthearted. They talk for a few minutes, and I remain polite, waiting my turn to ask Virgil why he had bailed on me. Sadly, my perfect proposal was now ruined. I become confused, however, when they both started to frown as they continued to talk. Virgil looks really upset now, with each passing second. For a moment he walks out of the room, soon coming back with my note. It looks like he really didn't see it after all. See, I knew he wasn't ignoring me. My Virgil is too sweet and perfect for that. I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Mia Moore. They're still talking. Both of them absolutely distraught, it seems. Wow, I didn't realize this would make him so upset. I better go calm him down. Yeah, I can save this. I can just get some more flowers and I can still surprise him. This night can still be special. At that moment, however, Logan took Virgil out the door. They're rushing away? Where are they going? To our meeting spot? No, I'm not there anymore. Virgil might think I'm pranking him. That would be the worst thing that could happen right now. I rush down the stairs to try and catch them before they get there. None of us have a car due to everything in our small town being within walking distance, and as I jog to catch up to my love and his friend, they turn a different way. I assume they're just going to pick up an apology gift, and I get giddy with joy. I can't help but follow it to at least get an idea of what it is, or what it will be, only to be led to a police station? Why would they come here? Does he think I'm not okay? But I'm right here. I sit curled up on my bed, wrapped in a blanket. It's late. Really late. But I can't sleep. I'm currently wrapped up in 2 now. It feels so much colder than usual. Logan enters my room, making me jump slightly. I sigh and relax slightly as he hands me a cup of hot chocolate, sitting next to me. My nerves are still going crazy, but at least he agreed to stay the night with me. Logan gives me a comforting smile, wrapping an arm around my shoulders. I try to return the gesture, but it's difficult. My whole world of what I thought to be true had crashed down around me just a few hours ago. I look down at the cup, which only made me feel more sick. The liquid looks too much like coffee to me in that moment, and I can't bring myself to drink it. Logan sees my face and sets the mug aside on my nightstand. Let's just get some rest, all right? I made sure the doors and windows are locked, and the police found nothing in here. You're safe, okay? Anyone stupid enough to come here while I'm here will never come back, he says encouragingly, laying me down against his chest. I'm trying to calm down and we keep a lamp on. It was the only way I'm able to get tired enough to drift to sleep. Logan whispers quiet words into my ear to remind me I was safe with him there. I blink awake much later, not knowing what time it is or what woke me, looking around. I glance around at the room in a groggy daze, and I'm hardly awake at this point. The pale light of my lamp had apparently been shut off by Logan, and I was about to close my eyes again when I hear a noise. The sound of footsteps sends my eyes wide open. I can still hear Logan's quiet breath next to me, and I feel like screaming. Quickly I move to quietly shake him awake. "Virgil," he asks, slowly opening his eyes. "What's wrong?" "Shh!" I exclaim, covering his mouth, whispering, "I think someone's in the house." That was enough for him to sit up and listen as well, his eyes widening. As the steps were heading straight for my door, I felt frozen, just staring out into the small hallway in horror. A figure enters the doorframe, immediately blocking in on the light. Standing there was a familiar-looking man holding a bouquet of flowers. but I immediately scream and push myself back against Logan. His reaction not much different as he pulls me back away from the stranger in my apartment. "Who the hell are you?" I exclaim in fear. "What are you doing here?" He mumbles and points at Logan, his face becoming angry as his voice growing louder. "Why are you with my Virgil?" Logan holds me tighter as we both realize he's delusional. Neither of us can react further when he growled and lunged at Logan, screaming about how I was his and only his. I yelp and try to break them apart, but the man shoves me aside. I scramble to grab my phone and call the police, crying to them that someone is in my house and attacking me and my boyfriend. The man pauses at the words leave my mouth. "Boyfriend?" he asked in a hurt tone, his eyes starting to water. He pulls out a knife, and I back away, looking fearfully at Logan. "This is your boyfriend?" I put my hands up in surrender. "Look," I stutter as I look at his face, realizing he was someone I vaguely knew from college. Roman, right? Why are you here? How did you get into my house? Please, just don't hurt us," I plead. His eyes look more and more broken as I try to calm him down, as if I was actually breaking up with him or something. I don't know why he thought we were dating, and he doesn't answer my question. The remainder of that night was a blur, and I talk to him and try to calm him down until the cops get here. I say some things that aren't exactly true, including saying that he was right about us being together. When the cops finally handcuff him, I run to Logan, making sure he's okay. I soon learned that all the things I had assumed was Logan all this time had been Roman, who at the most was just a friendly acquaintance. Hundreds of coffees the barista always said my boyfriend had brought, frequent love notes littered around my apartment, gifts showing up on my bed, and even at my job for years. He'd been living in my apartment for all those years, and I never realized. It terrifies me to think about. Logan recommended after we leave the police station for a second time that we go to therapy to help me with this. Now my common and frequent panic attacks make a little more sense as I realize he could have been watching me at any time because he clearly knew my whole routine. To this day, Valentine's Day is a stressful day for me and is always a reminder to how thankful I am to have Logan by my side to spoil me and keep me calm. We're married now, and it is still the best decision of my life.
Okay, I know it's bad. I know the audio is just awful, but I haven't done this in a while. So I know I put the warning in the beginning, but I know it's just really bad, especially that nice little voice crack I had in the middle, but you know what? It's fine. And I'm sorry this took so long to come out, and I'll try and make a habit of making these again. Hopefully you enjoyed more art pieces in this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!